Menace here, another review. This time we have Star Wars The Phantom Menace Vintage Collection, Qui Gon Jinn, and Obi Wan Kenobi. So there you go. So, yet again, it's another review of the Phantom Menace vintage toys. This is a double review for you guys, Qui Gon Jinn and Obi Wan together. And, yeah, let's get started. So anyway, so here's the boxes. As you can see, they both originally had stickers on them, but they're very easy to remove. Toys210, he sent me a message telling me this, and I was just so happy I was able to remove the stickers on the boxes, so that was just awesome. So thanks to Toys210, sorry about that. And for you guys, if there's stickers on the vintage boxes, and that goes for any vintage line, not just the Phantom Menace. Like I had a Slave Leia with a sticker that was very easy to take off as well. So it works for anything. So it's very easy to take off the stickers. So yeah, so there you go. So obviously you get the back. The rest I have them all, and I've been reviewing them all. Leading up to the February 10th release of the Phantom Menace in 3D. So there you go. So, the toys, they're pretty good. I've got some complaints for both. Let me just start off with the one that I don't like as much, and that is, Obi Wan. Obi Wan, this figure, it's okay. It's really just okay. As far as the face sculpt, as you can see, it doesn't, I mean, it's a toy, so it's not really supposed to, but it doesn't really represent Obi Wan, the actor who plays him, very well. It kind of does, just not too much. It doesn't really look like that very much at all. His huge ponytail is just way too long, and it's in front of him, and over there, as you can see, it isn't, so I'm not into that. His ball jointed neck is really loose. I don't know what is with that. It might just be that there's a crack in it or something, but it hasn't fallen off. It's just really loose. So not too much of a complaint, but yeah, his lightsaber doesn't stick in his hand. You know, it can flop around and everything. Not a big complaint, but still just a minor gripe. He has swivel thighs, which I'm not a big fan of, and because of his articulation, he can't hold the lightsaber with two hands. He can't, unless he holds a blade. So yeah, so I really didn't like that. There's not too much elbow articulation. It doesn't allow him to do much with his elbows, which is a shame. Not the case for Qui Gon Jinn, as you can clearly see him holding his lightsaber with two hands. But yeah, I'll get into that with his review, with his part of the review, and yeah. So overall, it's a decent figure. Got some flaws. The face sculpt, not too much like the actor. The ponytail, too long and a little bit obtrusive. The lightsaber wiggles in his hand. The neck joint is pretty loose, and his elbow joints aren't fantastic, so you can't hold them with both hands. Those are my complaints. The good things are it's got some decent articulation. Ball joint head, ball hinge shoulders, ball hinge elbows, swivel wrist, swivel waist, or it might be a ball joint. Yeah, it's a ball joint in the waist, which is nice. Ball joint upper torso, which is very good. Swivel thighs, hinge swivel knees, and hinge swivel ankles. Overall, decent articulation. Nothing fantastic, just pretty much standard vintage collection Star Wars articulation. So yeah, but the good things about him, he's in good scale, I guess you can say. I mean, he's just a normal figure. There's really not much to say. I've got some gripes about it. Other than that, he doesn't exceed in any way. He's just okay in the rest. The soft goods are really nice here. I really like that. And yeah, so he doesn't exceed. He's just, in the places I don't have complaints for him, there's nothing special. So it's an okay figure. One that you should get if you are into the Phantom Menace, because it's obviously a main character, so you'll need him. But other than that, if you're not into the Phantom Menace, definitely not one that you have to go out and buy. So now Qui Gon Jinn. He is the next part, and I'll be much nicer in this review, because this Qui Gon Jinn is pretty good. A couple problems. Well, actually, really only one problem that I see. His head doesn't really resemble Liam Neeson. It kind of does, just not really. I mean, as you can see from here and here, it really doesn't represent him very well. The facial hair and stuff, that does, but the face, it just really doesn't look like Liam Neeson. It's a toy though, so it's forgiven. So yeah, as far as everything else, he can hold his he can hold his lightsaber with two hands. He's got a firm grip on the lightsaber, and his neck joint is not loose. So pretty much I've got the same complaint when it comes to the face sculpt as Obi-Wan, but for the other complaints that I had about Obi-Wan, just nothing bad here. The only thing is, the same thing goes with Obi-Wan. There's nothing really fantastic going going for this. It's a okay figure. There's nothing that's a really wow factor. You know, like Darth Maul with his the hinge on his leg that allows his legs to go out, which is really nice, or the intense detail in one specific part in like Padme, you know, or anything like that. There's some good things about the other characters, or the droids being able to fold up. It's just, you know, he's just okay. They're both okay. They've got flaws, and when they don't have the flaws, they're pretty standard. So yeah, so overall, they're pretty standard characters. There's not too much going for them, other than just having normal stuff. He's got the same articulation. They have the same articulation, just so you know. They do come with cloaks, which you can put on them. And, yeah, they look goofy, though. Liam Neeson just comes with a coat. He comes with a little, I forgot to put it in for this review, sorry, but he comes with a little, like, communicator thing. Really nothing special. And neither of them come with unignited lightsabers like the other figures in the Lave. Everybody else that comes with a lightsaber in this Phantom Menace series comes with an unignited lightsaber as well, except for these two. They don't have it. So yeah, before I say goodbye, I've got to put in Darth Maul. It's fun to pose all three of them. I mean, you can actually, like, pose Qui Gon Jinn, and, you can definitely pose, Darth Maul really well. It's Obi Wan that you can't pose him very well. He kind of looks awkward in your poses with the, Darth Maul. So, yeah, so overall, okay figures. Nothing to go out and buy them. The only, reason that you would buy them is they're the main characters, and they're fun to pose with Darth Maul. So, overall, they're good figures if you collect the Phantom Menace. If you don't collect the Phantom Menace, but you kind of got to think for Star Wars, these aren't going to be the ones that you want to buy. If you're a very light collector of Star Wars, you know, get Darth Maul, you know. You don't need to get the main characters. But if you want to pose them, or if you just want the main characters, then you have to get these. Guys, so there you go. So that's my review of Star Wars The Phantom Menace, Qui Gon Jinn, and Obi Wan Kenobi. Thanks for watching.